Welcome to the Bear Essentials, news and views from the Bear Pit, Stratford-upon-Avon's little theatre with big ideas. This is Penny Sandal-Keynes and I'm sitting here on the Bear Pit stage on a very comfortable sofa. I'm surrounded by props and bits of set for our next production, which is Road by Jim Cartwright. And sitting next to me on the sofa on the stage is the wonderful Steve Farr, a Bear Pit veteran who is directing this production. Hello, Steve.
Hello, Pen.
So, first of all, just tell us a little bit about Road. What's the story?
Road is set in 1987 and it's set at the height of the Thatcher era when we had 3.5 million people unemployed. Things were pretty dire. My connection with this play is I saw the very first production. Well, the first production was at the Royal Court, but then they moved with a slightly different cast and they did it at the other place in Stratford.
Oh, right.
And
okay.
Ian Jury was playing Scullery.
What, of the Blockheads?
Yes.
Wow.
And I saw it with my then girlfriend and we went along and it made a massive impression on me. And I knew then, bearing in mind this was 27 years ago, whatever it is,
yeah.
I knew then that I wanted to do this play. So I've been agitating to do it ever since.
Right, okay. So this is sort of the culmination of not lifelong, but a decades-long project for you.
Yes, I mean, I always say, if this is the last play I ever direct, then I can kind of die happy, almost, because
wow.
I will have achieved the thing that I really, really wanted to achieve.
What do you want to be when you grow up? Well, whatever it is, you stick at it and you'll get there.
Your night, you chose to come and see us. But our night, as usual, was getting ready and turning out for drink.
Here I go again, girls. What's my weakness? Men. Okay then.
Okay, so having set that up, because that's quite a statement. Why? What's so brilliant about this play?
This play doesn't care. It doesn't care about upsetting people. It's a bit like me in that way. It doesn't care about making fun of things that perhaps are a bit sensitive and a lot of other people wouldn't make fun of. It's really there. It's out there, and it just doesn't care about sensibilities. It's not middle class.
What a life. Get up, feed every baby in the house, do everything else I can without cash.
This is it. You let out. You show what's below, let go, glow, throw, burn your gyro.
So most of the theatre that we see, certainly in Stratford, but in general, it's if you think about the kind of thing that most amateur groups do in particular, it's dramas about middle-class people having affairs with each other's wives. I'm thinking of Alan Ayckbourn, I suppose, and things like that. Or it's sort of like fluffy comedies, or it's a murder mystery. Now, there's nothing wrong with any of those things. I'm not saying that they shouldn't exist and they don't have a place, but they are fairly common.
Yeah.
Road is not common. It's not common at all. And if you want to have a theatrical experience that you're probably never going to have again in your life, this is the play to come along to.
You can have your money Monday morning and your respects down the bog.
Shut it!
I'm full of something nasty tonight. A smelly memory I can't wipe off.
The way the play is usually done is it's done with between 11 and 14 actors doubling up.
Okay.
But we have very little doubling up. So we've got people that just come on and do one thing and then that's the last you see of them.
Okay, I like that though.
Yeah, it's more naturalistic.
Yeah, absolutely. So the play runs from the 24th to the 28th of September, and it's unusual in yet another way because there's something special happening with the first night, isn't there? Can you tell us a bit about that?
Yes, we're giving away all the money, all the ticket money.
Wow, okay, where to?
To the food bank.
Okay, and why is that?
Because it's a nice, good thing to do.
And I guess it resonates with the themes of the play.
Of course, yes.
Yeah.
The play is about poverty. The play is kind of set in a time of mass unemployment. But things were different then. I mean, I remember this time, and it was dire, and a bit hopeless, but there was no real hunger.
Right.
The benefit system worked differently. And when the play was produced, there were no food banks because they weren't necessary.
Right.
Whereas now we have full employment, but we have 5,000, I think, food banks across the country.
Yeah.
And a lot of the people who are in work are visiting the food banks.
Okay, so that's an amazing thing to do. That's so, you know, buy a ticket for the 24th so that we can make sure that as much money as possible goes to the food bank.
We'd like to sell out on the 24th, please,
Yeah.
people in podcast land.
I can't get over it. I can't get over the past, how it was. I just can't.
Oh, I thought you meant up my gusset.
Away, woman!
It sounds, I don't know if wonderful's the right word, but it sounds incredible. It sounds like a real theatrical experience, and something that I certainly can't wait to see. So just to recap, it's on from the 24th to the 28th of September. Tickets available from thebearpit.org.uk. It's probably worth saying that it's probably only appropriate for people who are 14 plus. Is that right?
Yes.
Just because there's some language and themes that might be...
It's mainly the swearing.
Right, okay. Lovely. So do book your tickets while you can, because it's selling very, very well as the other thing to say, isn't it? So
It is. Well, it's partly because we've got a big cast as well, but also it's an important play, and some people know that.
wonderful. Lovely. Thank you ever so much, Steve. It's been great talking to you.
Thank you.
Can't get over the past, how it was.
Monday morning. You respect
just
Stan
can't.
Bob.
Everything else I can.
You're not.
Without cash.
You chose to come and see us.
Oh, I thought you meant up
Good
my
night.
gusset.
Full of something
Here I go,
nasty
here I
tonight.
go, here I go.
We're
Get
getting ready
memory
and
of
turning
Cartwright.
out
Yes,
for
men. Okay, then.
Shut it!